February 2026 is packed with roguelikes, and I have been checking out what's coming. These 7 games all do something different, so let's go through them. First up is Seal Chain Call of Blood. This is a bullet heaven game with really nice pixel art. The main gameplay mechanic here is that items can link together to create chain reactions, and if you arrange them in specific patterns, then they form seals that give you special effects. Items can also enchant each other and resonate for extra bonuses. The game has multiple characters, each with their own weapons and skills, plus a talent tree and endless mode. According to the developers, it's also super easy to mod. You can essentially just edit text files to change items and enemies. So if you like bullet heavens but want more puzzle solving with your item builds, then this one seems interesting and worth keeping an eye on. Last, Mage is another bullet heaven, but this one mixes in backpack management. Yes, this sounds boring, but hear me out. You're picking spells and upgrading them however you want, but both your backpack and the items come in different shapes. So you're playing inventory Tetris while trying to figure out which spells work best together. The game has over 100 different spell upgrades to mix and match, plus also crafting recipes where items interact with each other. Right now in early access there are 2 characters, 9 spells, 4 maps, and over 50 items. The backpack thing adds a nice layer of strategy that most bullet heavens don't have, but it also means you're spending time organizing your inventory instead of just blasting through enemies, so keep that in mind when making your decision. The next game is called Hold the Mine, and it's a base defense game where you're protecting a dwarf mine. During the day you send your dwarf on expeditions to dig up resources, and you can only mine a limited number of blocks. It's like drill core where you mark which blocks to mine, then watch your dwarf dig them out. At night monsters attack and you need to defend the mine door until sunrise. You use your resources to build structures that have different effects, and you can free heroes trapped in the mine to help fight. Said heroes then have abilities you can unlock, and buildings can give you special powers to use during battles. The ultimate goal is to survive until day 10 when reinforcements arrive. Content-wise, there will be 12 heroes with over 50 abilities, plus around 75 buildings and relics to discover. Goblin Sushi is exactly what it sounds like. You're a goblin running a sushi restaurant for other goblins. You're making sushi out of cave ingredients like caterpillars, slugs and chicken heads. So clearly they're delicious stuff. The catch is your rent goes up every 2 minutes at a crazy rate, so you're constantly racing to make enough money. The game will feature about 20 types of sushi, plus grilled dishes and drinks, and also 23 different goblin customers type, who all have their own preferences. As for the progression, you can upgrade your restaurant and equipment, and the game seems to encourage you to find powerful combos to maximize your sales. It seems stressful but in a good way, like Overcooked but with more progression systems. The goblin theme seems funny and the art style works well. Then we have Circle Empires 2, which I covered in more detail yesterday. This one's a real-time strategy roguelite game, but instead of one giant map, the entire world is cut up into individual circles that connect to each other. Each circle has its own resources, enemies and stuff to capture. You begin with one circle, then gather wood and food, build some units, and then move to the next circle to take it over. The trick is picking which circles to attack, because if you go for the wrong one too early, then you will simply get destroyed. The resources actually grow back faster if you don't harvest everything immediately, which is a neat detail. The matches are quick, maybe 30 minutes or less, so it's way faster than traditional RTS games. It's an accessible take on RTS. That's definitely easier to wrap your head around than something like StarCraft. Next up is Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown, and this is a survival strategy game where you manage the Voyager starship. The interesting thing here is the what-if scenarios. You can make different choices than the show did, like embracing Borg technology or taking risky approach. The game has roguelike elements, so each run is different, and major characters can actually die if you mess up. Gameplay wise, you're managing the ship, repairing rooms, building various facilities, researching tech, and making decisions about how to handle situations. The game has ship combat where you give commands from the bridge, plus away missions where you pick a team based on their skills. Finally, Rogue Point is a tactical co-op shooter from the people who made Black Mesa. You're playing as an elite squad fighting against mercenary armies in a campaign with procedural missions. There are 4 big locations that change every time you play thanks to their parametric design system. The enemy AI has different classes like soldiers, berserkers, snipers and heavies, who all fight differently. And this is not just marketing phrases, because they are genuinely designed to behave differently. You start each mission with just a pistol and vest, then get money money to buy better weapons and gear. There are like 20 weapons, 40 tactical items, and 60 cosmetic items. It's built for team play and lets you choose your approach, whether you want to go in loud and fast, or slow and careful. This one's an early access release with plans to add more maps, weapons, and features in general. And that's essentially it. All of these games will have their dedicated 3-minute video on this channel. And this sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.